for now. Stay tapped in.
I like it. Yes, sir. You know the vibe. Is Noni in this bitch?
OneGotBeats.
Man, it's episode 4, man. You
Yeah,
know the
we
vibe.
live,
Yes,
baby.
sir. Yes, sir. How we starting off today, cuz?
I don't know, man. Well, I mean,
What you thinking? What you want to start with the sports?
yeah, let's start with
The
sports.
sports?
There's a lot of good sports takes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like even with people talking about like Mitchell Robinson going to Boston, right? Like that was a big
I feel like that was a slap in the face, low key, but I get what you said about the
a
bag.
slap in the face to the team that didn't drop the bag to keep him. If they wanted him, they could have. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to play the salary cap talk and all of that, bro. And at the end of the day, like, listen.
You was asking for too much.
No, he wasn't.
I'm
No,
dead
he
ass.
wasn't, bro.
You thought because you stayed there for so long, cause you was a good backup, but you not getting paid more than a backup. I'm sorry.
Nah, bro.
I'm sorry to
He
tell you.
deserved that.
The same
He
thing,
deserved
Jose.
it.
I'm
He
sorry to
deserved
tell
it.
you, Jose
Nah,
Alvarado.
You're bugging. You're bugging.
You did not deserve that much money now.
Bugging, nigga. You're bugging.
Yo, listen, I don't give a fuck what cuz talking about.
This nigga don't lost his mind.
You listen.
You're
You didn't
bugging, nigga.
Cuz, can I
You're
talk?
Bugging.
You don't deserve none of that money. Now, you deserve some money of that. Cuz not for nothing, New York is just paying niggas for no reason.
For
Just
no
because
reason? For no reason.
Cuz what he do?
Alvarado defensively, yo, bro. Alvarado's defense game?
Oh, versus Wemby, like he did with Wemby, right?
Yes.
He talking about yes.
Yes, nigga.
No, bro.
Yes.
No, bro. I'm not with like they
You're
paying
bugging.
niggas for no reason.
Bro,
Who needs to
they're-
get paid?
They're legacy players, bro. Like
O-
y'all niggas,
OG.
y'all got a chip. Absolutely.
OG needs to get his ass an
hell
extension.
yeah.
That's who they needed to give it.
They secured him.
They did?
Yeah, they secured him.
Okay, so I'm happy for that.
Yeah, they secured
That-
him. They secured
good job,
him. They
Knicks.
secured Cat. They secured their whole starting five, bro.
Respectfully.
As they should.
Yes.
And Jordan Clarkson.
Okay.
And,
Cut it there.
yo, stop the Clarkson slander.
Yo,
bro.
you know what it
Stop
is?
the Clarkson
What's so
slander,
fucked
bro.
up about the Clarkson slander is that I've always fucked with you. But like now it's getting to a point where it's like you getting paid to do nothing.
Nah,
To sit there light skinned pretty with the mad long dreads. Nigga, your head's mad small to be having them long ass dreads. Tell me I'm wrong. His dreads don't look like this.
Nah, you bugging, bro.
Your dreads look like this.
I don't know, bro. You sound a little salty today, bro. What's up?
I'm
What's up with you? You good?
hostile, bro, because listen, I'm
You
just
hostile? Why you hostile?
listen, just the shit that's going on. You seen Wemby's as the 2K cover?
You happy, right?
No.
That's your man.
No,
You was
that's not my
caping-
mans.
That's your man. That's your man. You was caping for San Antonio.
He was until he lost.
Oh, now he was because he lost.
Yeah, because now, like, this is what I seen, right? So I seen that they had him as the 2K on cover. Like
They had him as
before
the 2K cover. So I saw this whole thing about how there was a whole rollout for San Antonio.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
win,
yeah. They thought he was good. They thought he was winning.
he was going to win.
That's
They
what I'm
thought
trying to
he was
get to.
gonna get the MVP.
Right.
If you look at the championship shirts, they look.
Like they were championship shirts.
No, nigga, it's the same shirt, but it looks like it was tailored for San Antonio versus the Knicks. Like that Knicks championship shirt, I ain't gonna hold you like with the bedazzle and all of that.
Yeah.
Shit. That shit ain't real New Yorkie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it like to me, it just didn't.
They just switched the fucking.
That's exactly what
That's
they
what you-
did. That's
yeah.
exactly what they did. It was
I mean,
tailored for San
yeah,
Antonio.
yeah. They do that for everybody,
Then you
whoever's
had
gonna-
Louis
yeah.
Vuitton. They had a whole campaign lined
Yeah,
up for
yeah.
Wembyana. Then you had what was the other shit? Didn't he just get an endorsement deal with he got a sneaker deal? So, you know, like I feel like the NBA kind of had this whole rollout, or maybe not the NBA, but shit was
The NBA.
Shit was meant for him to kind of like line up.
Adam
all-
Silver, we know what the fuck you doing,
And you
bro.
know who stopped all of that?
Who?
New York.
But what he got out of that besides the championship, they haven't praised them or nothing.
Praised who?
JB, the Knicks.
Nigga, you crazy?
He should have been
Did
the cover.
you see what New York did when they came
They
down?
should have took the cover away from Wemby and put
They
it on
should
him.
have. They definitely should have gave it to
Out of
Brunson.
respect.
Brunson deserved it.
He
New
deserved
York-
a statue outside of New York, the fucking Madison
All
Square
right,
Garden.
slow down.
You don't think so?
Not yet. Not yet.
Who else? Let me tell you
Not
something.
yet. Hold on. He's only been a Knick for like 4 years.
So what? He's the best Nick ever. Ain't nobody else has done
Listen,
anything else. So like you have to put a statue of somebody. Who else is gonna
I
put?
said that in one of the pods.
Okay, and I'm agreeing, and now you disagreeing.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
Okay.
I'm saying, do more. Spin the block. But you give us 2 chips. Yeah, give that man a statue.
Who you think this is? The Lakers, where they've won a lot. You gotta give somebody something somebody. Who they gave it to? Who they got a statue?
No, they don't got a statue.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody has to have, like, bro.
Son, they named streets after them niggas, bro.
When
like
you go right,
all of them got the starting 5 and more got streets named after them in New York.
Let me get That's great. Let me give you a perfect example, right? When you think about the New York Yankees, the captain, they have a captain. They talk about Derek Jeter. Not no more now it's Aaron Judge, right? Most New York sports.
They got a statue of them?
Nah, not yet. I think they got one of Derek Jeter.
They do?
Somewhere.
I don't know, bro.
Nah, they don't. I'm just joking. They don't got one.
Yeah,
okay, so you got me there.
But
I'm saying like
nigga,
nobody
did more for New York in baseball than Derek Jeter.
100%.
Except for like Babe Ruth.
Yeah. Facts.
Nicky Mantle.
Yeah,
you know
the niggas in the 60s and shit.
And they don't even got statues of them niggas.
And you can't count them because that was a whole different era. Niggas was throwing 80 miles per hour. Niggas now throwing 100.
Exactly. So my point is.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
My point is like.
Not yet.
Do more. Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
he needs another championship.
Yeah.
And if he don't.
I mean, if he don't, he don't. But a statue, that's a lot right now.
I feel like, okay, maybe not a statue. I feel like
who was the son that they did they made a statue for him and that shit looked nothing like him.
They do that a bunch of niggas. I know he's talking about. I forgot who it was.
Was it D Wade?
It might have been D Wade. Yeah. D Wade was like, who's this guy? Yeah. He's like, who the fuck is this?
That shit
in
was
Miami,
terrible.
that's disrespectful.
Yeah, in Miami. Yep, it was D Wade. Yeah.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Terrible.
Niggas knows he looked at like MJ and shit.
So for me, it's like, don't do that to Brunson. I'm good. I'd rather you not give him a statue than do some shit.
You imagine the size of that statue though? A little statue.
I don't know, bro.
He gonna have a little statue.
They still got a statue of Rocky in Philly, and he not even from Philly, nigga. He from New York.
Niggas just putting statues of whoever.
Yeah, did you see that they with the Rocky shit that they're doing a movie?
Another one?
So it's not a Rocky movie. It's a movie.
You talking about like The Rock playing it?
Nah.
Because I seen that boxing movie with like The Rock's playing like the boxing.
No. So
that shit looked weird.
So it's a movie about Sylvester Stallone writing Rocky. It's about how he created the whole concept and wrote the movie and pitched the movie and how he wanted to star in it because he wanted to be an actor and he couldn't get an acting job because nobody would cast him.
Yeah, so they sell it to him.
The movie, and he wrote himself as the main character.
Yeah, and
the movie studios wanted to buy the movie, but they didn't want him to play that shit. And he wouldn't budge.
Nah, I wouldn't either.
And they put so in the movie it shows how like they basically try to set him up for failure. Where they was like, yo, if you late for any of the shoots, if the shooting gets like behind schedule, you're a dub.
Like trying to find a way to get him off it.
And he like sold the whole thing. He went in, he acted, and we know today that Rocky's one of the biggest movie franchises.
Who else would have been able to play that?
But that's the crazy part about it.
Like, who the fuck can you picture playing that?
So again,
Arnold Schwarzenegger, you imagine?
And that's what I'm saying. And so much so that they put a fucking the Rocky statue was still in Philly.
Yeah. Now that day. I was just watching the movie earlier, The Office. Like that's
right. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, for them to make a movie out of a movie.
Well, for them to have a statue of a fictional character,
and
it's still to this day, it's still there. Like people travel to Philly just to go see that shit.
Yeah, like a monument,
or they run up the stairs and shit. Yeah, like the movie. So it's like a pop culture phenomenon.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So that's kind of crazy.
Let's also talk about Miami and Bayside. The video resurfaced of what people would think what they saw in Miami. And if you don't know what happened in Miami, obviously in Bayside, speculation saying that there was a shooting, there was kids shooting fireworks, but basically people were saying they were seeing large shadowed men basically forming in different ways, and we'll put a video up so you guys can see what we're talking about. What do you think about the whole situation? Obviously it came back up, but just the situation about, police trying to take people's phones. That's another thing they were doing.
So the video that I saw of what the people were, what they were describing, what they saw was crazy. Because when you hear like the recounts of what happened, the people sound crazy. They're like, oh, we saw these like black figures, and they were saying like it looks like a ghost, and it looked like it was transforming, and it looked like it was smoky, and it looked like so. When you're hearing like people's recount on this, it's like it didn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
And then they used AI to kind of like
Recreate.
to recreate what that looked like. And when you see it, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That shit is trippy. I don't know what to think.
I believe it. You know, I'm not gonna get in details why I believe it, but when I see it, right, it looks like something that. So like it happens to people where you sometimes think you see something or you feel something behind you, and you kind of look and you see like some people may see a shadow or something. That's what that generator looked like. It didn't look like a fake like supernatural shit. It really looked like just a shadow and then it turning into a person, and a shadow and then turning into a person.
But the fact that so many people, all in different parts of the mall, like
we're repeating the same story.
Yeah, that everybody's story like lined up. You
I
know
mean,
what I'm
why
saying?
was there so many cops? You see how many cops were there?
Bro, it was crazy. It looked like
there was like 100.
It looked like there
cops.
was like an active shooter situation. Like literally, that was the perfect time to commit a crime because all the cops was in the mall.
Not for nothing. I don't even, and again, we'll pull up that video too. I've never seen a shooting with that many cops. You know, and I'll tell you this: my father was shot, at a barbershop. Maybe like 5 or 6 cops pulled up. So,
bro, it looked like there was like a natural disaster happening.
Yeah, like war.
The whole strip was like flooded, and it was crazy because I got a boy out in Miami, so I called him and I was like, "Yo, what's going on out there?" He was like, and he had no idea. He was like, "Yo, bro, I don't know what's going on over there." First, it was like there was a shootout. Then it was like some teen pop up shit where they took over the mall.
Yeah,
and then as everything started to unfold, it was like everybody kept kind of like running back on this whole alien ghost. Like they didn't even know how to describe it, which was the crazier thing.
Why the fuck is the cops taking people's phone? Like I said, and I told you off camera, I was there. I wasn't in the Bayside, but I was down the block, right, just walking the strips, making my way to Bayside, and Bayside was closed off at that point when I was arriving, and people were just crying, passing by, walking and shit. And when you asked and people were talking about it, they were explaining what they were seeing, and police were walking up to people that had phones and were snatching it out of their hand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And like taking their phones, like they weren't providing it back. They were taking the phones, and you would have to go into the courthouse and take your phone back.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know what I'm saying? And like there was even a guy who was talking about that he had recordings and stuff like that, and supposedly they can't find him anymore. That they told him that if he was, putting out information that they would kill him. That's what he said, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean,
bro.
Listen, here's the thing. Whenever situations like this happen where there's some type of documentation of some unexplained phenomenon, like the first thing that they doing is coming by, snatching up all the footage, all the evidence. You know what I'm saying? They hitting people with the hush hush energy, like, yo, you say anything, nigga, we gonna black bag you. You know how it go down.
Yeah, bro.
So, I mean, I'm not surprised that they would kind of like hit people with that kind of like intimidation tactics and shit like that, because like if you can't control the narrative, then you don't want people just out there saying whatever they think it was or whatever they suspect it was or whatever. So I mean, it's crazy though.
I think the biggest thing for me is like, right, if a situation like that happens and the government is not looking at it the same way you're looking at it, I feel like it makes you question more, right? So like, what the fuck was that? Why are you guys hiding it? Why do you guys know about this and not reacting a certain way, right? Because you would think if the government really came out or the police came out and they didn't do anything besides trying to make sure they're grabbing people's phones and making sure people are okay, why the fuck if people are running up to you telling you what's going on, you're not trying to figure that out?
Well, because how do you respond to something like that? Think about it, right? Like.
No, I mean more of like
a regular cop, bro. Think about what a regular cop makes, right? And
he don't get paid enough to do anything about it.
Exactly,
What do you do? I get it.
Exactly. What do you do? They're not equipped to handle some type of situation like that. Like all of a sudden, it's like people are talking about that they're seeing things.
If you're not equipped to doing it, why are you guys taking people's phones? Why is it where we're changing the narrative?
What they were instructed to do.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, you tell me they're not instructed to do that, but you don't tell me there's not a cop out there that's just like, okay, what the fuck is this? Like, out of all social media, there has to be. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like, out of all the cops there, nigga, they all approached it where it was like, okay, yeah, we know we've taken all this information. Whoever knows something, get their phones. Nigga, we got to pretend like kids are fighting and shit. Like, bro, a bunch of people came out and said some shit out of nowhere. Just stop talking about it.
Well, again, this happened
Like,
a year, 2 years
ago.
Yeah, something like that. So I think the only reason why it's kind of like resurfacing is because of the footage.
The footage,
because like now people can actually have some type of like visual representation of what those people experience. And I think that with that, it kind of like sheds a new light on it where, you know, because like one thing is for people to say, oh, I experienced this. But when people have nothing like to substantiate it with or nothing to relate it to, then it won't get the same reaction. But 100%. When you show people like, this is what it looked like, this is what it was like, now all of a sudden it's like now people are paying attention because now it's like, oh wait, that's crazy. Facts. So yeah, that's bugged out though, bro.
Let's also talk about what Lil Wayne has said in his interview. Obviously, they were saying that basically J-Rod, the alien.
With the Little Dicky, Benny Blanco.
Yeah, all them. Yeah, facts.
That was what was it? He was saying that they're not from other planets, they're from another time.
Correct.
Which is kind of what I was saying in one of the other podcasts. Yeah, bro, where like like people think of alien as like from another planet, but you know, there's so much going on in our own planet. Yeah, like there's so much of our planet that's undiscovered. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the ocean, when you look at the inner workings of like the cave systems and shit like that.
Yeah, the inner core of the world as well. Yeah,
so I think that there's a lot like that's still on the table that hasn't been explored. So who's to say that even if then even being from another timeline, it's like I still think that there's a possibility that we talk about Sasquatch, when you talk about like reptilians, when you talk about what's the other ones, the Anunnaki, and all of that. Gods. Like there's been so many different forms of beings that have kind of like lived on this planet, right? So and there's evidence of these things, right? Like when you talk about like the Anunnaki, the giants, right? Yeah. Like you find there's footage all over the internet of
and all religions talk about it.
Absolutely. So you know, and then even like kind of like what we were talking about earlier with the giant trees and the mountains. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
When you see like these plateaus or mesas or like mountain systems that they look like the tree stumps of giant trees. You know what I'm saying? When they show you like how they look and how they have like the rings that resemble like what a tree looks like cut down. You know what I'm saying? And
that's exactly what I was gonna get into too.
So shit looks like Avatar. You know what I'm saying? Where like how they had like that tree of life and they had the giant tree. They're basically saying that's what those mountains are. Those mountains are like what's left over from those giant trees that existed.
Yeah, because they were saying obviously that we were giants too, and I seen obviously like when they go to cutting them in the middle, you have those rings like those rings, say. Yeah.
And if you know anything about like petrified wood solidifies and it turns into like almost like a rock. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at like a tree stump that's been petrified, it resembles what those mountains and I guess those rock formations look like.
Right. They say that they cut them so people didn't know where we come from and how big and giants that we were. Because like, imagine if we had trees those big, we couldn't have been just this size and having those giant ass trees for no reason. Because I feel like everything, there's a purpose for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have creations for big ass trees for those no reason. Like, imagine a fruit being fucking 300,000 feet in the air. Yeah. And like, we can't reach that shit. We had to be in some form, I think.
A grape the size of a person. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Yeah, like there had to be something.
We're like ants in comparison to the, you know, and it's crazy because, you know, when you watch shit like like Avatar, for example, right? And you
Right.
see like the connection that those civilizations have to nature. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like that used to be us. We used to be in
100%.
sync with civilizations used to be in sync with nature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we healed each other with herbs and remedies that we got from the earth. Everything that we need comes
It's
from
right
the
here.
earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's right here. And it isn't, you know, it wasn't until modern civilization came around and started like changing the scope of like what survival is, because
Yeah.
now like survival is paying rent and working, and kind of like we've adopted this system of, you know, paying for resources. But it's crazy when you think about everything that you need to survive literally grows off
Right
the
here.
planet right here.
I mean, I've seen a lot of videos where people talking about that they think a reason that we work, a lot of things are structured the way it is to take us away from where we're coming from as like finding ourselves, right? Because
It keeps you busy.
yeah, it keeps facts. It keeps you busy from your true self. Like obviously, I believe in your third eye, your kundalini. You know, finding your chakras. Imagine back in the day not having as much as things that you can go do to entertain yourself. What else would you do?
Self-reflection.
Self-reflection, exactly.
Meditation,
Meditation,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
True unison, like the idea of like when you look at even like the Native Americans, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like
To this
like,
day, they still do the same
there's
shit.
well, aside from that, even like the structure of their civilization, it's like every person that's a part of that community serves a purpose. Everybody plays a role, right?
Yeah, it's
you
a
have
team.
you have the hunter gatherers, right? You have the builders, you have the elders, you have the teachers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you have a purpose,
Mm-hmm.
right? It gives your life you have that inner sense of purpose, because you
Right.
can see what you're contributing to your society.
It becomes more
Right?
meaningful.
Exactly. So now it's like you have, or like when you think about mental health and depression and shit like that, right? Like I think that a lot of that stems from people not understanding their purpose and not
course.
knowing like where they stand in the scope of life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that modern society now, between technology, electronics, social media, you know, like all of that stuff, it kind of puts people in this state of limbo where they don't know what to do with themselves and they don't know what their purpose is. And that's why you have this like huge influx of mental health issues and depression, and people that are just dealing with like not loving or caring for themselves because they don't see their worth.
Yeah, even Nikola Tesla said the power of the 3, the 6, and the 9. If you find out, you'll find out the truth of life. And I feel like a part of that has to do with the truth of life. Is I guess is the more important things like loving, helping within another, and devices. You know, internet, all this shit hides you from all that shit to really worry about
Absolutely.
that shit. Most of the time, bro, people are living for themselves or what they got going
It
on.
numbs you down. Like
Yeah.
now, like people are desensitized to a lot of things based off of what they're constantly exposing themselves to. Like
Right.
when you think about the way that our minds are constantly stimulated, you know what I'm saying? Like between like devices and phones and work and all of these things, it's like there's like we don't have time to just disconnect.
At all. And that's why so many people feel like, because me and my girl was talking about this other day, we were like, bro, we need like to go travel. Like we need a vacation.
Absolutely.
We need to go this and I told her like, where do you want to go, right? And the whole purpose I asked is, right, because for her, vacation is more of like going out somewhere, staying at a hotel and doing the things around it, right? For me, vacation is more of separating yourself from the environment that you're at and just finding peace within that environment that you're at going to, right? Yeah. And she was like, oh, I want to go to Hawaii. And I'd be like, oh, why you want to go? Oh, I want to go to the Airbnb and beaches and do all this stuff. And I was like, well, the beach is good, but what we going to do at the beach? Oh, just get in the water and stuff. And I was like, but besides work and shit like that, what are you really separating yourself? What peace are you finding being out here? And she was
Yeah,
like,
because you could go to the beach out here. We got beaches here.
anyway, so
days, yeah.
you feel me? And she was like, she looked at it and she was like, damn, no, I'm just going to be enjoying my time, but I wouldn't say I'm really finding peace. And it hit her differently because it's like, damn, bro, you really don't know like how lost you be into this matrix that we in. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to a point where you just living, you just doing things, but you're not really aware of why you're doing it, or when you're doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like people really just don't sit down and observe the shit from the outside instead of looking at it from the inside. But
yeah. When I go on vacations, I like to go places where I can explore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something new.
Yeah. So like the first time I left the country, outside of like Canada, I went to Honduras and Guatemala with my wife, and we went to Copan, which is like Mayan ruins and temples.
Yeah, that's fire. I like shit like that.
So it was like we paid extra to get access to like a tour guide. So we got to go inside the temples. Like I was climbing on the temples. Like I was like, and to me it was like seeing that made me feel like small.
Yeah,
you know
you don't
because
it's like
in scale when you see like how big these pyramids and these temples are, you know what I'm saying? Like the scope of them. Like you realize like what we have is minute in comparison to what they was doing back then, bro.
Yeah,
and granted we got like skyscrapers and buildings and shit like
that.
They
didn't have none
but
of
that's
that.
but just the feel, the energy there. You know what I'm saying? Like we went to Mexico, and we went to these temples called Chichen Itza.
Oh shit!
And that shit was like, that's like where it almost like the like Apocalypto. You see how like they had like the big ass pyramids. So we went there. And it's like when you go places like that, there's like acoustic characteristics where it's like I could be 100 feet from her and talk just like this, and she can hear me because the way that the sound vibrates through those temples, like you can communicate with each other from like across the you know what I'm saying? Like so and
that fucks me up when you say shit like that, because I think about a lot of crazy shit about that. It's just like it makes you realize how much you really don't know shit about nothing, bro.
And it's like, bro, with all the technology that we have now, right? Like think about what kind of shit they had to be on to the level of precision that these things are. You know what I'm saying? Because
with no equipment,
with the way that the sun raises and sets perfectly on these structures. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like the type of precision and the way that they're set up with like the positioning with the constellations and ley lines and shit like that. Like it's bugged out, bro. Like that, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, they were on something else back then, bro. I'm trying to get back on, like tapped in like that.
Yeah, you know for sure. That's the crazy shit about it, because people look at it like, oh, those are the Neanderthals, or those are people that really didn't know anything. We know
Neanderthals.
Shit.
He said the Neanderthals.
Neanderthal. What the fall? What's it called? What's the call?
He said the Neanderthals. Yeah. Nah, you good.
But you feel
I know
me?
what you meant. You good. You
know what I'm talking about. The Neanderthal.
Yeah, the Neanderthals.
Thals.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they think that them niggas were so stupid and we so advanced in the technology we had, but it's like, bro, how the fuck with the technology we have, we can't figure out how they were doing the shit that they were doing without no technology?
We still can't figure it out, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how the fuck we supposedly so advanced, but we can't figure out what the fuck they were doing fucking millions of years ago. That shit makes no sense to me. Sometimes when I be watching certain videos and they're like, yeah, I mean, like it's like the anti like spiritual shits, like when they go off against like everything that everybody's like finding out now, and they'll just say some stupid shit where it's just like, bro, there's no way you want me to believe here, bro, that all these pyramids that were built, they weren't having some type of other shit. Like, bro, you weren't carrying them shits from West Bubble for like they be saying.
No.
Like, there's no way. Like, and rafts, wooden rafts, they carry these for miles and miles. You hear the fucking the narrator, miles and miles away. They went in 1965 on wooden trays, and these wooden trays would go miles in the ocean. Like, nigga, a wave, nigga, I know them niggas fell off of that shit. Niggas were dying, nigga. Like, bro, them heavy ass shits were not floating on the water. I don't give a fuck what you talking about
at all.
Them niggas were doing something.
Yeah,
like there was something like, and I'm not talking about like nigga like the vibration situation.
So they talk about 0 point energy.
Yeah, that's what I was.
0 point
Yeah,
energy.
bro.
And frequencies.
Bro.
There's this whole thing with sounds, lights, and mercury.
Yeah.
Right, where they're saying like just certain frequencies interact with things like mercury, where it can change the density levels in like certain
Them
elements.
niggas made that shit
You know what I'm saying?
lighter.
They made it
They
lighter,
got
they
that shit like
moved
in the
it.
speaker. You know when a speaker, it has the music and it hits the boom boom and you see the little vibration? They had one of them shits, the frequencies,
Yeah,
nigga.
bro.
That's what Cuz talking about.
Researching the Vedic Hindu ancient texts, this guy, Sir Desmond Leslie, concluded that the ancient chariots or flying machines called vimanas were actually levitation vehicles. Now, it reads in the book that some Sanskrit documents discovered in Tibet contain directions for building a vimana, and their method of propulsion was based upon a system that is similar to that of lagima, which is telepathy, along with maybe mercury, the physiological makeup for a toroidal symmetrical centrifugal force that's strong enough to counteract its own weight. Imagine an entire structured stone building flying around.
Man, he gonna say the professional, I'm gonna say the hood niggas. Them niggas started floating in that frequency shit, and that shit got light, nigga, and them. That's more realistic, nigga.
But that's why they tell you like you got to be careful with the music you listen to, because the frequencies from the music affects your body, right? And that's why they say shit like there's mood music. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
there's certain music that puts you in an altered
In a certain
state.
mood, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what kills me too, cause like that's obvious, right? So people be like, "Oh, I want to find movies, music to go to sleep, or music to be hype," and it's like, so you think because you listen to that you be hype, but you don't think that certain frequencies will fuck you up. Like you don't think they put in certain frequencies in these music to make you listen to these niggas?
even on the radio, like the radio tunes all music to a particular frequency.
Facts.
And they're saying that like the frequencies that come through the radio are like they're not healthy frequencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the same shit with like the commercials and shit when they put in like the soda can and they got a lady like this and they put a certain song in the background and you like, damn, bro, I ain't gonna lie. A Coke right now sounds fire. You ever had that moment where nigga you look at something?
Yeah.
Or
it's
like they
suggestive programming.
Yeah, they playing that shit just for you. Yeah, bro.
Even colors, bro.
Yeah,
so
facts.
like they have like fast food uses like red and yellow because they say that like reds, yellows, that like stimulates like your hunger.
Yeah.
So and there's like people that literally between like there's a science to it and they play into it plays into like a lot of the marketing strategies for
that's why
companies.
Wendy's, McDonald's, they all look the same
All
colors and
red,
shit.
yellow, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
they
those
all
are
kinda use
attraction
that.
colors.
Yep,
Facts. That's
exactly.
hitting your chakra though.
Yep.
That's what that's all this is doing is they know how to mess with your chakras and shit, right? Because those colors gravitate to us anyways. And it's like the same shit the other day, bro. I forgot what it was. We were passing down Big Ben and shit, and nigga, literally my eyes driving gravitated to those certain spots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm driving, I'm trying to figure out what I want, and like there'll be like a Longhorns and a Wendy's, and I'll look at the Wendy's before the Longhorn. Just naturally, you know what I'm saying? Like your brain gravitates to those shits, which is scary, bro, because that's why they put that shit on the TV.
The amount of money that goes into those type of studies is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah.
Like the target marketing, the beta testing, like all of that shit is like companies spend millions of dollars just studying how to get people to spend more.
I mean, the world has strategies on getting everybody, like in every industry. Yeah, obviously, you know what I'm saying.
I watched the whole documentary on Netflix about consumerism and how like companies like Amazon made it where they wanted to create a seamless shopping experience. Like, and if you think about it, like it's crazier for me than I think for y'all because like you
shit, that shit crazy.
You're a little younger, so I think like the idea of shopping online, it's not like crazy, but like for me, I remember wasn't nobody shopping online in the beginning.
Yeah,
Like if I can't try it on, if I don't go into the store, there's a certain
That's how I am.
There's a
Yeah,
sense of possession and a level of tangibility that goes into like the shopping experience.
facts.
You know
That's
I'm
what I
saying?
fuck with.
Now,
Some people prefer just doing everything online.
now everybody does everything online. And Amazon created the first seamless like one click buy now
They
operation. You know what I'm saying?
they made it to a point where they made it in your brain that it's more convenient and better to do it that way.
Well, they were looking for the easiest way to take your money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is like this, right? If there's shopping sites are looking for impulsive people, like people that will just, you know what I'm saying, buy something quick. So the whole thing with being impulsive and acting or trying to lure impulsive people in is that the more you think about it, the more the impulse wears off. Right. So if they can make you pay for it before you get to think about it, you know what I'm saying, then they've won. Because that's the whole thing. The whole thing is like, all right, how do we get this person to spend their money as fast as possible? The more you think about it, the less likely you are to do it. So we have to make this like there's not even a second thought.
Yeah.
And they added a buy now button. You know what I'm saying?
And from there, niggas is just
Over.
ordering. They don't even think. I forgot who it was. I was like, yo, let's go to the mall to go out because we were gonna go out and shit. Like, the mall, nigga, for what, nigga? I'm like, nigga, to go shit. He's like, nah, nigga, I will order something. I was like, you can't order something the same day. He's like, yeah, nigga, but I'd rather just order some shit at my crib. I'm like, I gotta try that shit on. I gotta see if it fit me right, see how I look, see if they got it in stock, all that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
niggas don't fuck with it. A lot of things are changing. Like just one of the things that they're changing too. They having like taxis that are in the air, like electric taxis.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And they put in that shit basically like you can go to Orlando and Tampa in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And
well, that's the start of something bigger.
100%.
Because they're doing it. They were talking about trying to do it in New York. The thing with New York is that there's a lot of air traffic in New York. So, you know, but they're trying to replace like ferries.
Yeah.
And now it's like just point to point, just like a little one passenger drone that goes from point A to point B.
Nigga, they got one for Amazon. I got a video on my phone. I was driving and prior to this day, like
You
a couple
talking
days
about
ago.
the Amazon delivery drones?
The delivery drone.
Yeah,
What the
yeah,
fuck, nigga?
Yeah, bro.
I seen this shit.
Yeah,
Cuz
bro,
what?
that's a real thing.
Yo, it mind blew me because I'm driving in the highway. And you know me, I'm a conspiracist. So if I see a plane, nigga, a bird, nigga, I'm like, yo, a UFO.
You're a conspiracist.
I make my own words, right?
Yeah, you went to the TI Academy.
The conspiracist.
Huh? The conspiracist.
Conspiracist. You see?
Okay.
So I'm the conspiracist. So I go boom, I see him, cuz, and I'm like, there's no way there's a UFO. So when I go to record it, I start zooming in. I'm like, nigga, that's
an
drone.
Amazon package.
The nigga got a box, nigga. Like, nigga, you know the same box the delivery nigga threw the box at the dog. He had that same package.
Yeah, the drone was dropping it on dogs.
Yo, and was on the dog.
He dropped it on the dog.
You imagine, nigga, you order a delivery, nigga, and you and your dog's watching that shit, and that bitch just dropped.
On him. Yo,
Oh my god, that bitch just hit your dog, nigga, dead. Nah, but I thought that shit was crazy because it's like,
yeah, now they're doing it with people. Now people gonna be getting in drones and taxiing away. Yo, and the crazy thing was, I mean, it's been like 5, 6, yeah, like maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, I invested in 2 companies that are trying to be like the Uber of the sky.
that's crazy to me because I know they do like the delivery with no people in there.
Well, now they're doing it. They're trying to do it with people. So they've been the 2 companies that I'm watching. They got FAA. They're approved by the FAA. And the reason why people think that is going to be popular is because you know, the other alternative to this is helicopters. And
Facts.
The thing about helicopters,
I don't think
is
they'll be able to do that.
There's the reason why helicopters are so expensive is because of the gas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of restrictions with helicopters because they're noisy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So these drones, they're smaller, they're quieter, and they're solar powered, or not solar powered, but they're electric.
Yeah,
you know what
they're
I'm saying? So based on the fact that they're electric, there's no overhead with gas.
Facts.
Based on the fact that they're and because they're electric, they're not as loud. You know what I'm saying? So they pass there's like decibel levels that they allow to fly over. Like there's certain restrictions in certain areas where it's called like noise pollution and quality of life laws.
Yeah.
So like they won't allow like helicopters in certain residential areas unless it's like the police or shit like that, because it affects people's quality of life.
Yeah, but I'm not fucking with the electric though, cause it's like, nigga, just like anything else, that bitch dies if you don't put on the charger. That bitch breaks down. You imagine
Yeah, same shit happened with helicopters though. There's helicopter crashes all the time. Look at what happened to Kobe, son.
But that's I feel like in some way you can find out what's wrong before you go out, nigga. That air taxi might have been 5 taxi rides, nigga. On the 6th, you went in that bitch and that bitch just fall out of the sky,
bro. Every airplane that you get in is traveling all day long. You ever stop to think about that? Like, yo, when you get on
them
the
niggas
plane,
don't stop and don't put fuel like on
they stop
every
to fuel.
But I'm
that
saying
shit
like
is
every
coming,
ride,
bro. It's coming from one city, dropping off a group of people.
Right.
They're cleaning the plane. People now get back on the plane. That plane is flying all day long, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
So
what
you saying they got it built for where that shit ain't gonna fall? That's what you trying to say?
I think that it's probably like, listen, I may sound crazy, but I think it might be safer.
That's an unpopular opinion right there, cause
Yo,
I ain't
people
gonna
are getting in cars that drive themselves. In San Francisco, California, they got these Jaguars that are driving themselves, bro.
Nigga,
They're fully
what?
autonomous.
No, I seen those shits. But what if it's like a hoverboard?
It's the same thing, but it's a drone.
But what if it's a hoverboard and
you
it
know that
pops?
there's not people flying them things, right?
Well, the drones, that's what I'm saying. They're
Yeah,
automatic.
yeah, same shit like the cars, bro. You're probably safer in the air than in a car.
Because it's less people, you saying?
There's less people. You know what I'm saying? There's less margin for error. Like, you don't have to worry about those cars.
Because it's pro AI.
I'm pro future.
Yeah.
Listen,
See.
you gotta embrace it or get left behind by it, bro.
Because are we going back in the day?
You're gonna ride the horse or you're gonna drive the car? Let me know.
We trying to go back in the day or we trying to go back in the front? We trying to go back in the day how they was
You could do
doing
both.
shit. No, we
You
can't
could
have
do
an
both.
iPhone and not, you know what I'm saying? And
I could have an
fucking do
iPhone and be
plants.
woke, nigga. Yes. Everything in moderation, my friend.
You don't see that the Apple behind the
balance.
iPhone?
Oh, go ahead. The Adam and Eve, the Apple was
The Apple,
yeah, I've
the
heard all
bitten
that
apple.
shit. Yeah, nigga.
I believe in all that shit.
Yeah, you gotta
They
change
putting
your friend
shit.
circle, nigga.
Nah, they putting shit out there. These niggas is putting shit out there. The Apple is the AI. Is the phone, the technology. That's what it is. That's the new devil right there. The phones.
I'm a conspiratist too.
Why am I being a podcaster
You gotta
and shit?
coin that. Conspiratist.
A conspiracist.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's
put a
like
shirt.
religion.
I'll put a shirt.
Yeah.
That shit go
Stay
viral.
tapped in. We're
Stay
conspiracists.
with conspiracists.
Conspiracists.
With the
Yeah, this nigga like T.I., son. He just be making up words.
That's fact.
Yeah.
Yo, T.I. be killing me because he put the hat in the side and everything. He be making up his own
T.I.
shit.
be on his crazy shit.
T.I., you a liar. You a liar.
What's wrong
That
with T.I.?
No, I fuck with T.I., but he be lying.
About?
Just like anything he be saying, I be feel like he just be making up stories and shit that he really don't be going through. I forgot what it was the other day. I seen a video. I was like, T.I. either really just always is honest or he's always lying. He never gives off. Like, you can sometimes see what people be talking. They be like saying certain things and then you can tell when they lying and not. With this nigga, he either always telling the truth or he's always lying.
You know who's a liar, nigga? Fat Joe.
That's another.
Fat Joe?
Perfect.
Fat Joe? Listen,
Fat
this
Joe
nigga
seems
Fat
like a
Joe,
liar all the time. Joe
nigga-
Budden seems like he's always telling the truth or he's always lying.
Nah, I mean, the shit with Joey, I feel like Joey's a little more honest. Well, not a little more honest. I think that Joe Budden is a lot more factual than Fat Joe, nigga. Fat Joe said that
I once robbed my whole gym. The whole gym. Like 70 kids without a gun. Like, yo, everybody give me your coats, give me your Walkmans, give me your this. Some of the kids I was actually cool with. And I was like, yo, run it. Everybody, run it. I couldn't even carry it. Some of the guys I robbed had to help me carry the stuff with them. Terrible.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna hold
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
Nigga,
Shit
Fat
like
Joe
that.
interviews be so like, you like, yo, I swear to God, we had 1,000 niggas
Khaled
with
too.
us.
Khaled too. I think he be lying.
I think. Listen, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't believe nothing Khaled say.
That's what I'm saying.
But Khaled, to me, Khaled has always been a character. You know what I'm saying?
You either think he's telling 100% the truth or a lie. Look at these niggas talk, and there's certain people you be like, okay, now you joking, you lying, or no, you telling the truth. Oh no, this is a fact, this is not a fact. Them niggas right there, they either telling the truth or they lying.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't watched enough Khaled interviews to have an opinion on Khaled.
Yeah.
But Fat Joe.
You got an opinion there.
I be tapped in on the Joe and Jada. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out
Fat
to
Joe.
and Jada.
They think you. He thinks you a liar.
Oh yeah, this nigga definitely a liar.
Nothing you say, he believes.
Joey Cap.
Joe, listen, I'm telling you, Joe Budden. Like I said, he's
Joey
another
Cap.
one. That's another nigga I think he be capping. But there's some
I
shit
fuck
that
with Joey.
No, I fuck with his his
fuck with
personality.
Joey.
He's funny, but I feel like the shit that he say, you either believe it or you don't. And like he's always like another thing too. People that he argue with always have a whole completely story than what he says. Like he's always arguing with niggas and he has his perspective, and some other nigga got a whole other perspective.
But that's the thing about perspective. You know
No,
what I'm
no,
saying?
no,
Like, you can never. Look,
I'm talking about when you say a story like Tory and Meg. When you say a story, you say a story, right? There's niggas who said different stories about Tory and Meg, but they were similar to Tory and Meg's situation. The nigga Joe Budden would say one thing. Our argument was about water. Nah, nigga, the argument was about food. Shit like that. Like he completes the whole shit.
But that's perspective.
You a liar.
That's perspective. Maybe the argument to him was about food. You might have thought it was about water. It was about water to you.
But to
me, it was about the food.
I ain't gonna lie. You sound like this video I just seen with this professor got two classmates on two ends of the side of the table, and he has his ball in the middle of the table, and on the ball one half is white and one half is black, and he asks both people. Yeah. And he's like, yo, this is black, and the other one's like, oh, this is white. And they both arguing like, bro, you stupid. I'm looking at it right now. It's black, like right now. And the nigga has them switched over. And when they switched over and they turned around and looked at it, they were like, damn. But yeah, perspective is a motherfucker.
Bro. Like, listen, you know how many relationships have been ruined just based on perspective?
Perspective, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just talking about like from my own experience, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Because
you'll be a liar to say nobody has went through their own argument with somebody and had their own perspective.
Yeah, or you'll be a liar to like some people be like, oh, this nigga was lying about this, and then it's like, you know, based on my perspective, that's how I perceive it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and at the end of the day, that's the thing, bro. You can't argue people's perspective, and you can't argue people's feelings.
No, perspective becomes reality, right? And that's what all this shit is.
Perception is
perception.
reality.
That's what I meant to say.
Perception and perspective are different.
Yeah, well, perception. Same. Yeah. Because the way you perceive something,
two sides of the same coin.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. But yeah, that's what's so tough too, because like you said, it fucks up relationship. But it comes down to like you just trying to put yourself in other person's shoes as well, and just trying to, even if you don't agree, trying to understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Because I mean, y'all both could be right, and y'all both could be wrong in that same situation at the same time. I also want to talk about Robert Jenkins. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
so
that was crazy.
Yeah, so the Robert Jenkins is this guy that killed his 69-year-old father with a baseball bat.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was hard to watch.
Yeah, bro, that shit's sad because y'all see it in the video as well. Like, bro, he's beating. You see how he continued to beat the man in the head with the bat.
What was harder to watch was how many times the cop that shot at him missed.
That shit was crazy.
Yo, I'm not going
18 shots. How you missed it? And he was by like 10 feet away.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, you know what it is too, bro? Like, one thing is to shoot when you're practicing or to shoot for leisure.
Right.
But when you're shooting, watch it. Like, yo, this dude was watching this man.
He was nervous. You can tell, yeah.
His father's brains in with a bat, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude was just like going to, and then like you literally have somebody screaming at you, shoot him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
facts.
saying? Like, so in a case like that, you know, like I just think that, you know, your nerves, you know, like you're not gonna be your best shot. But my son let off like 18. He emptied the clip.
Yeah, but to shoot 18, the whole clip for you to, he looked like he shot him with the last bullet.
I think he got a few hits.
Yeah,
I think that, yo, you know what it is? Adrenaline is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And the thing is, like, if you hit, but your adrenaline is pumping, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could keep going.
Yeah, you gonna take a couple.
You know, to me, it's like he didn't hit him with a fatal shot. You know what I'm saying? If it would have been like a headshot or like a major organ, you know what I'm saying? It'd have been different. But he was even the angle that he was catching them on, it was all like side shots.
Yeah, he was all on the side. I was just about to say that.
So
it looked like he was
different.
probably shooting him like on the ground. Because if you look at the video, it looked like the ground was
The dirt,
moving.
yeah.
Like the dirt and
He
shit.
was missing. That's what I'm saying. A lot of them was misses, bro. I ain't going.
Like he maybe hit him with like 3.
He might have to go back to the range.
You feel me? Like you were
But
nervous,
3 out
son,
of
but like
18, son, that's crazy. I'd have just walked up on him.
that's what
Yeah.
I didn't understand. Okay, nigga, if you missing already, nigga, I'm running up to you.
Close
Or
the
something.
gap. Yeah, he could have closed the gap on him, son.
The nigga was stood there,
He
shot
was
a couple.
scared,
Yeah,
son.
he was.
He saw him going
Yeah.
to town, and he didn't want to be next.
Not only that, too, like you gotta drop that nigga too. You gotta shoot him. So not only you worrying about what he's doing, nigga, you gotta kill him. So it's just like you sitting there.
And they both died. Like
Yeah, they both dead.
died.
Rest in
that's
peace, and
sad,
you know
bro.
I'm sorry for the family as well. You know my condolences.
Yeah, that's gotta be crazy. Like, what drives you to the point where like you're murdering your parent?
Well, let's be honest, right?
Let's unpack that.
That type of anger for you to do some shit, you had like, bro, you don't just kill somebody, bro. You don't kill somebody out of I'm upset at them in the moment. Something triggered you
Yeah.
for you to really do some shit like that. So I'm a best believer that, you know, that has to do with the type of person you come from, the background you come from as well. And then just maybe nobody knows their situation as well. You know, he could have been going through some shit and people lash out, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy though, bro. Like,
you know, I've seen situations where kids, you know, they get mistreated by their parents for years and, you know, they get to a certain age and they retaliate, you know.
yeah, I mean, listen, you never know. I just think like there's a certain level of overkill that situation was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like he was overly,
it's
like he was liking that shit.
not
Because he was
even-
already
not
dead,
like,
bro.
Like, think about like, bro, you gotta be off
Yeah.
where like he's dead and you still there and he's just going to town, bro. Like when you hear stories about like people that are like stabbed 100 times, right?
What was that, the person that was stabbed like 62 times?
There was
This
something like that
guy,
recently, right?
Yeah, a guy in Florida.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. So in a case like that, it's like, bro, you know how long you got to be stabbing to stab somebody 60 something times?
At least.
That's a minute. At least a minute.
At least.
You know how long a minute is?
Of stabbing?
Yes.
Nigga, you think about, count to a minute right now and you be like, damn, this shit's
60
taking
seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
I'm tired already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And so
bro.
so it's like you like there's to me it's like when you do that, there's a level of like hatred, you know what I'm saying? Or like or just blind anger, rage. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like you got to be in a rage where like uncontrollable rage to do something like that and then like, you know what I'm saying? Cuz you don't just like finish that shit and then it's like, all right, now I'm good.
Nah, he
Like,
killed his wife, by the way, so you guys can know. Yeah, nigga, you sat there, bro, and you stabbed your wife so many times, and blood is hitting you, bro. Like,
yeah, that's crazy, bro. Listen, for the life of me, I can't try to put myself in that mindset. I don't know what, what someone, because to me, it's like the only way I could think to put myself in a mindset like that is if I was defending myself. You know what I'm saying?
but even then,
That's
right?
it.
You kill somebody. I'm not like, for example, if I get into it and I'm gonna shoot somebody, right? And if I'm having to protect myself and I shoot somebody, I'm shooting you a couple of times. I'm not shooting you 15, 20 times. I'm not stabbing you 15, 20 times. Cool. But bro, for you to go in there and really like do this shit like maliciously, right? That's
Yeah,
how you say it.
yeah.
Like that's why I feel like it's a little different.
See, but I think shooting is different, bro.
In
Like-
what way?
Like you could empty the mag and that, like, to me, like, because to me it's like that could just be like a fight or flight survival. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like I just squeezed until there was nothing left.
I think it's situational.
Hold on, like, but like to stab somebody like 100 times.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that
Like,
shit's
because the shit is like once the clip empty, bro. Like that's it. You done. You can't really do no more.
I can see what
But-
you're saying. Like you shooting, nigga, you just
I'm just like yo, I'm
Yeah.
just on survival mode at that point.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, but to
the
stab
stabbing,
somebody
you going through the
that many
actions
times
and
in
shit.
self-defense,
Yeah, yeah.
that's an act of rage, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's an act of rage,
And
facts.
even the differences is like you gotta like they say that like stabbing someone, that's like a crime of passion. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's like that like that's a different kind of pain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could shoot somebody and kill them and not be the end of it.
Yeah.
But when you stab somebody, like that shit is personal.
Yeah. At that point, you might as well put a rope around their neck and choke their ass. At that point, like that shit's
that's
crazy.
wild.
Like I feel like there's some sick people in the world out here. And just go back to everything we talk about when it comes to like the aliens, government and shit. Like the shit is corrupt in all aspects of shit. Like we are fucking brain fried. Yeah. Like I feel like if people really sat there, even the people who are doing it, and you really get to like visualize how that looks on the outside, you'd be like, there's no fucking way. But I feel like in the moments, because I'll tell you this, I had a situation. His name is Rodney O'Neal, and you guys could look this up. He stayed about 3 houses from us, in the house that we used to live in, Big Ben, with my mom's.
Okay, yeah.
And there was this guy, me being raised in that neighborhood. Every time he see us, hey, he would come talk to us. He was always hang out with his kids and stuff, like a really stand-up father, And one day, something happened where he woke up in the middle of the night, and what he says that he saw demons in his house. And he went to go kill the demons, and when he killed the demons, it was his daughter, son, and wife. His son actually lived, but, he shot the wife outside her front street, and the daughter, he stabbed her, and the son, he put X's on them and shit like that and stabbed them. And, when you know somebody and you know how they are and you see their mind switch to a whole different person, it's scary, bro, because it's like you can tell something happened in your brain for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? That shit just you don't just be born with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know, bro. I think some people are.
I don't know, bro. I feel like in some way, like, for example, like the Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
I was just going to bring him up.
You see how, like, he was treated and shit like that? Like, I'm not saying there was a reason why, right? But, like, I forgot, what was that other guy's name that they did a Netflix shit about? Like, he was putting people's faces and shit and dressing up as a girl.
There's something real dark about you, Eddie Kane.
Eddie, you're a mess. Only a mother could love you.
Basically, it was this documentary of this white guy that lived with his mother and shit like that. And
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, like he kills his brother and shit like that. And then like his mother passes away. He has his mother dead in somebody else's body. Yep. He buries them and wears their body. And like he wants, bro, like,
nigga, you think like you got to be fucked up. There's something really wrong with you.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like
there's something been wrong with you. Like that's not like, oh, like one day something just switched. Nah, son. This like, cause even like with the Jeffrey Dahmer shit, right? Like,
nigga, his father was letting him pick up roadkill and play with dead animals as kids.
Bro, exactly. As a kid, this isn't somebody that as an adult something just switched.
But he wasn't born with that shit. Like if you take away that roadkill from his kids,
you think that picking up dead animals as a child is a normal thing, as a normal like I mean, don't get me wrong,
nigga,
bro.
this is not high school where you dissect a frog, my nigga. Like you getting a dead animal, like your father was okay for you to go pass by you driving and find a dead raccoon to take it to your garage, nigga, and play with it, cause in some way for you to eventually find okayness with not only doing that, smelling that shit, going to go pick that shit up, playing with their organs, and then you get curious on other shit. Yo, I wonder what this shit would taste like.
Starts young, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. But that's not born. Like I don't think you were born as a baby, right? And then like,
all right, maybe not born. But what I'll say is like in a case like that, this isn't like somebody that just like was an adult and then all of a sudden like shit switched. Like the story where you were talking about with dude that lived in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Robbie O'Neal.
Yeah, right. Like in a situation like that where it's like, son just one day shit just flip. Like Chris Benoit. You know what I'm saying? Like some roid rage and just bodied the whole family and shit. But it's like he wasn't doing that shit his whole life. Nigga,
that nigga got shot though. I'll tell you that. Rodney O'Neal, he did get shot prior to this situation. Not that I'm a friend or defending him on what he did. I'm just letting everybody know that he did get shot prior to that.
I know a lot of people that get shot and didn't body the whole family, or
Okay.
didn't turn into serial killers.
No, and I believe that.
Like,
but I feel like, okay, because
there's
put
a
it this way.
post-traumatic stress that comes from being shot, but I don't think that level of post-traumatic stress affects everybody in a way where like now they want to like be violent or
I mean, his situation, they say he was doing spirituality shit that I don't want to get deep into, but like there might have been other situations. But what you were saying about like the adult shit, I don't think it happens. Like, I get what you're saying, it happens at a young age, and at an adult it don't. But that's also like your development has already grown. Like, I think at 30 something years old, if that nigga father would have came and be like, yo, let's go get a roadkill, he probably would have looked at that shit a little different. But you was a child, your father's showing you it in those aspects. I'm saying, like, I don't think that there's no complete fucking crazy motherfucker from the jump, but I feel like something, whether if it's not like from your brain, like a physical like dysfunction, nigga, I feel like in some way, nigga, that has to do with what you're around, what you've been seeing, bro. Like, there's in some way, bro.
Yeah, Dama was a different person though.
Like, nigga, you eating niggas and shit, like, something wrong with you.
He was wilding, bro. But again, you know, like, I think that part of it is where you're at up here, and the other part of it is what you're exposed to.
100%.
You know what I'm
Yeah, I can agree to that. Yeah.
So at the same time, whether it was like that his dad took him hunting, and you know he was, you know, gutting fish, and then that turns into picking up roadkill, and then that turned into picking up people. You know what I'm saying? It's like it escalated. It wasn't just like something that like it was just like a switch that went off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that I don't think it just happens overnight, but I do think things pile up, and I do think maybe even one of those situations may not switch it all the way, but I think it triggers you to the next, and then it triggers you to the next, and then it triggers you to a point where, nigga, you become this person just not, you know, humane, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But moving forward as well, before we get to our unpopular opinion, I want to talk about the bear. I don't know necessarily where it was at, but it was a fucking a bear.
The bear on the power line. Yeah, the cops didn't want to do.
Yo, what fucks me up is that the bear's stuck. The bear's just sitting there stuck, right? And you could tell like the niggas, he's going through some shit.
Like, how did they get up there? That's what I want to know.
Facts.
What possessed the bear to climb the pole?
And that small ass pole, how he got like to climb that shit?
Bears can climb,
but like skinny ass poles,
bro. They got claws.
So that nigga was wrapped around that bitch
He
like
probably did-
Chris
yeah,
Brown and the Fat Girls. Like, that nigga was, that bear was just
Yeah, bro.
and then got stuck.
Yeah.
What killed me, the shorties with the video, right? They're like, yeah, the bear's like right here, and they're like, okay, leave the bear there. Like
Yeah, like what do you expect people to do?
And then the bear,
This isn't like the fire department getting a cat out
or
of the tree.
some shit. Yeah, nigga, that's a fucking bear.
Well, like the roosters in Ybor hiding
Like,
in the tree.
I seen that shit.
That
That
was
shit.
funny as hell,
That's
bro.
the first time you ever seen that.
I've never seen that before.
And Ybor, I'll tell you.
I didn't know. So it's crazy, right? Because I've been to Ybor City during the day, and I see the roosters everywhere.
Yeah.
And then I've been out there at night, and I'm like, yo, where did the roosters go?
Mm-hmm.
Never thought to look up.
Never.
And then never.
And you
never.
seen them the other day?
I was chilling with my wife, bro. We was just walking through Ybor, and I look up and I spot. It was like six, seven roosters,
like regular birds,
just chilling in the tree. I'm like, how the fuck did they even get up there?
Mm-hmm. They get the same thing with the bear.
Nah, but the bear climbed. I didn't know.
Nah. So the roosters could fly a little
fly
bit.
up there?
Yeah, they fly a little
That's
bit.
crazy.
They
bro.
fly a little bit, so they can I say it's more jumping than flying.
I was 7 years old when I realized that shit.
You will.
I had no idea, bro. I'm like, yo, first of all, I've never seen a rooster in a tree my whole life.
I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Until I started going to Ybor and started seeing them. I never either, but now it's like a regular thing. Like, that's not,
Bro.
That's nothing. Crazy as fuck. Chickens, the roosters, all them niggas, they be in the tree. Where else you think they go to sleep at night?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't think about it until I was out there one night with my oldest daughter. And we was just chilling, just walking the strip. I like to go there, grab some cigars and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
with a little Indian in front. I know you're talking about, right?
But there's a few spots.
Oh,
there's
okay.
a few spots. So I'll just go there, grab a couple cigars and shit, and then smoke one while I'm walking. And I was like, yo, one day I was wondering, I was like, yo, where all the roosters go?
Yeah.
Because during the day, they outside. Like, you see them, they walk everywhere. They go into the businesses, out of the businesses. They just be chilling. Like, that's their strip. So, at night, I'm like, where they go? So, you know, again,
niggas in the trees sleeping and
that's
shit.
crazy.
The way the nigga
bro.
was looking at you, like, yo, leave me alone.
Yo, you saw the way he looked at me?
Yeah, because he was pissed. They
He
smart.
felt disrespected.
Yeah, bro. Because
He's
usually
like-
people don't pay mind to them, right?
He's like, yo, get that camera out my
Bro,
face,
get that shit out my
Why
face, bro. Why you recording me?
Why you
Yeah.
recording
That
me?
nigga was hot. You could see the nigga eyes and everything. The nigga had like the little pigeon eye and shit.
Bro, he did that thing where, like, you know, like the eyes followed you.
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
Let's keep walking, babe.
He was not, yeah. Listen, my wife was like, yo, listen, don't get fucked up out here.
Yeah. No, one thing about it, nigga.
Joints jump down.
Yo, you ever been
pecking?
pecked?
No.
You ever been pecked?
Yo, so not by a chicken,
Oh.
but by a duck.
Oh.
So
You ate him?
Nah, I didn't eat him. Fuck you.
Cuz ate the duck. Oh, you want to peck me? Alright, nigga, you going for dinner.
So where I used to live in Jersey, there's this park called 80th Street Park, and it's a big ass park. And in the center of the park, there's a big ass pond, and there'd be like a lot of ducks in there and shit. So one day I was walking by, and yo, this duck just wasn't fucking with me, bro. Like, he started chasing me. Like that ass. Like
I've been chased before.
And I was laughing because he was like, he's pecking at my leg.
It looked funny, but
it's funny. But yeah, that was my duck pack experience.
You ever seen the Florida cranes here?
Yeah, I
You
be
see
seeing
how-
cranes everywhere.
Yeah. They look like
on my property. Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
cranes all the time.
They do that shit, yeah.
I be having like a whole army of cranes just walking past my apartment. Like,
you see how big they is, right?
frolic.
Nigga, I've had one nigga in front of like they were so in my old apartments where I used to work at, like the sidewalk is like around. So like it's you can't walk straight to your apartment. You gotta walk around it and then go to your doors.
Okay.
So these niggas are on the sidewalk, right? So I can't go around them. I can't go this way, nigga. If I want to go to my apartment, I gotta go straight to here. And I see the nigga and like I'm looking around to see if I could throw some shit at him. And nigga, I see a rock. So I'm like, I really don't want to hit the nigga with the rock, but I'm scared, you know, cause like I'm not a big nigga, you feel me? I might be fat, but I'm like, nigga, I'm 5'7", 5'8" at max, and I might be pushing it. My ID says 5'9" though. But listen, so boom, nigga, I'm contemplating like, yo, should I really throw the rock? Cause like, bro, I love animals, don't get me wrong, but I'm scared, so I want to get in. I grabbed the rock, nigga, I hit a nigga. When I hit him, the nigga, first of all, he was like, his back was turned to me, cause when I hit him, the nigga went like this. But his body was still forward. Like, you know how Kevin Hart, that nigga pulled the Kevin Hart. I mean, nigga was like this. Nigga, when he did that, nigga, he went like, he turned around completely and went like this, started flapping his wings.
Son, and them wings is long, and they got them long, sharp
KD
beaks
arms.
too. The beaks be mad long and sharp.
So nigga,
Shit look like this.
Yeah. Nigga, yeah, bro. So the nigga opened his wings and he's walking forward. So now I'm scared, cause I'm
He
like,
walked up on you.
yo, that nigga hit one of these, nigga. Nigga, I'm like, yo. So I start running, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, for like 20, 30 minutes, a nigga kept sitting on the floor, nigga. Now, he didn't chase me. He walked up to me and I ran and he just didn't come towards me.
Okay.
So I wasn't chased like you, but the nigga like stood, yo, and like, mind you, when they open their wings, they don't just open their wings, right? They stand up and open it.
Yeah.
Like the nigga's like this, right?
Poke his chest out.
Yeah, so he's like, right? They looking at shit, nigga, they just there, right? And when he see me and nigga, when he went like that and I seen the beat, nigga, like, you know, your heart drops. So I'm like, I'm waiting, nigga. When he goes to open his shit, he stand up like this, nigga. Oh no, I started running backwards, nigga. And I had to watch the nigga for like 20 minutes, just kept pecking around. And the nigga left. And I was able to go.
Find out.
Yeah, nigga, I wouldn't play with it. Them shits are bigger than me. Like them shits, cause
I mean, they could grow to be bigger. The ones that
you must be seeing the babies.
Nah, like them
Have you
shits be
seen
like
a
half my size.
Full grown?
I mean, I don't know, nigga. I'm not a fan. Listen, I'm not Steve Irwin,
Nigga,
bro. Like,
I'm a
not
bird annulist.
See, but here, this is where I be saying, like, certain people be different, right?
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like, I watch them shits from outside my window. I'm not going to stand next to that shit to see where we measure up.
So if you in my
like,
shoe, if you in my shoes right there, and you walk into your apartment, your front door, there's no left, there's no right. In front of you, a big ass ostrich. You grab him by the neck?
I'm not grabbing nothing.
If he's in front of you and you have to go into your home and you not throwing a rock, cause you gotta, what you gonna stand there and watch the nigga?
Nigga, I'm gonna get in my car and I'm probably gonna spin the block.
I'm
gonna go to
telling
the
you,
bar. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
something.
I'm gonna go.
I'll come back later.
I'm not fucking. Listen,
All right, hey,
bro,
I'll see
not
you later.
Fucking with wildlife, son. Like I'm telling you, like you see this, the color of my skin.
I had to get home.
I'm on the wrong side.
I just
of the
wanted to
brown
go
bag
home.
test. You wanted to go home, nigga. I'm going somewhere else. Home don't want. Listen,
The home don't want me.
Home don't want me.
They letting this ostrich in front of your door.
Nigga,
They
if
obviously
I pull up to the crib and there's a giant bird in front of my house,
a pterodactyl.
a pterodactyl, nigga.
Yeah,
What I look like?
That shit.
And the Jurassic Park music is playing in my head.
And I've been thinking about like cooking one of them shits, but you catch a charge, nigga, you go to jail for like 20, 30. Nigga, they're like
Hell yeah.
what's it called, nigga?
They're a protected species.
A protected species, wildlife, nature, like.
Nah, it's all good. Listen, as long as it don't run up on me, my nigga, because if that shit run up on me,
What you doing? You got
catch a hot one,
yeah.
nigga.
What
You
nigga? A
gonna
hot
catch
bird,
hot
angry
one,
bird.
nigga. Angry birds for real.
Nigga gonna be dead.
What nigga is gonna be duck hunt? Remember duck
What?
hunt?
Yeah. That was the best shit ever, bro. Cause when you had like the toy gun and you can actually shoot that shit, and like it was just
Yeah,
the best.
yeah.
So we need an unpopular opinion before we head out of here. You got one?
Unpopular opinion. Let
Mm-hmm.
me see. Star Wars is trash.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that too. That's why I didn't want to do that. See, I ain't gonna lie
I ain't gonna hold you. Like I'm not a Star Wars person
at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. Star Wars,
hype.
Harry Potter. I don't
me
watch
too.
none. I don't fuck with them. Fuck
Yeah.
with none of them.
My wife wants the Harry Potter smoke though.
Yeah,
she
nah.
be caping Harry Potter.
At home, the same thing with the Twilight.
That right here, nigga.
Yeah,
See
the
that
X-Men,
there?
nigga.
Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel. That's your shit right there.
Marvel everything.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Marvel everything. I'm so pumped for
Oh, I
fucking
got
Marvel
one
right now. Son.
I got one. You're not gonna like this one.
Fuck Star Wars.
You're not gonna like it.
What's that?
My unpopular opinion, I would say, is I prefer the individual characters having their own movies than them all coming into Marvel.
You mean like just one-off movies?
Yeah, so like for example, like I'd rather watch Iron Man than watching Iron Man on Marvels when they have Thor and everybody
You
together.
mean like the Avengers?
The Avengers. That's what I was talking about. I keep forgetting that shit. The Avengers. So I would prefer. I know for how great all of them are together, the movie's not that great. The movies are not that great.
Here's my thing, right? I liked them when they were one-offs, but I loved that all of the storytelling started to sync up. You know
I
what I'm
do
saying?
like that. I
See,
give you that.
So those one-off, and that's kind of.
But that's the only thing you get to hold on to it though. Like if I think about
Now
right,
all of them are tied in. Like now it's a whole fucking universe of Marvel. That's fire.
you know when they do what they call when they do like a spin-off, like one show and another show and they bring them together? A crossover.
Yeah.
When I think of a crossover, nigga, I want that shit to be fire, like a story, whatever the case is. Besides that, all stories connect together. The movies are not like, bro, you can't say Iron Man was as far as Avengers. Like, bro, Iron Man movies are great. Spider-Man movies are great.
Iron Man, the first movie was dope.
That was the best one.
Exactly. The second one was not as good as the first
That's
one.
all of them, though.
And then the third one was trash.
All of them are like that.
But no, not with Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, the first one is the best one. The second one was okay. The third one got trashed.
I like the third. What are you talking about? The third one was with all three of the fucking Spider-Man.
Trash.
That was trash?
Trash.
Nigga, you're bugging.
Nigga, the original
Tobey
one.
Maguire, fucking Andrew Garfield, all together.
No.
Three
Whack.
Spider-Man, the
The
Spider-Verse,
storyline,
IRL.
the storyline on the original one is way better.
You're
Nigga, him going into the doctors, the spider biting him, nigga. Like,
that shit didn't even happen in the fuck. Wait. Which Spider-Man you talking about? You
The
talking
first
about-
one.
You talking about the one with fucking Tobey Maguire?
Tobey Maguire is not the young pretty boy,
The
right?
new one. The new one now.
No, I
That-
don't like none of them niggas. I don't like him or the nigga before him.
What? Andrew Garfield.
I like the
Spider-Man was fire.
original number one
Tobey?
Spider-Man.
Toby?
Aren't they both Toby? There's two Tobys, right?
No, there's Tobey Maguire, and then there's Andrew Garfield, and
No.
then there's Andrew Garfield's the middle one.
He's
And
the
then-
worst one.
And then you're crazy.
The nigga with the little hair like this.
Spike, yeah.
That nigga is the worst one out of all of them.
Crazy.
Yo, that's a fact.
That was a dark Spider-Man, son.
Ask anybody. That's
for
the worst.
Time? Nah, for the time, that shit was dope.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking, bro? Look him up, cuz we gotta get this
Andrew
unpopular.
Garfield. You're talking about the middle Spider-Man, not the Tobey Maguire was the first one.
Pull up the 3 Spider-Man.
What's the nigga's name now? Tom Holland.
He's the worst one. Sorry. So then Tobey Maguire is the best one.
You think Tom Holland is the worst one?
The young nigga?
Yeah.
He's the worst one. He's trash. The nigga that plays with not Selena Gomez. What's that other girl's name? Zendaya?
Yeah.
Trash. Zendaya, I'm sorry. I loved you. I used to have a crush on you. You should have never been in that movie either. Fuck out of here. I get why y'all did it, and I won't say anything on it. I won't speak on why y'all did it. You know why they did it, cuz. Why they put Zendaya in that movie.
Because that's his joint.
Huh?
They together.
No, I know that, but that's not only the reason why.
Why they put her in there?
They needed more in there.
I don't know what that means.
More of us.
Oh, you saying that she's a DEI hire?
Yes.
I don't know about
Only.
that. I don't know about that. Nah, because
Only.
his friend is Asian. Or he's Pacific Island.
They being more diverse. In the original ones, who's diverse in that bitch? Everybody's white.
Yeah. The first one. Yeah,
everyone,
the Tobey one, everybody was white.
Everybody's white.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Nigga, you gotta look at this shit and be like, okay, nigga, you ain't putting okay, right? When I feel like,
hold on, but you think Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man?
I haven't looked up the photo. I need to see the face. I don't know none of them.
I know Tobey Maguire, nigga, Seabiscuit.
So okay, I'll tell you this one. When he turned dark and then he was bad and he was dancing in front of that girl and shit.
That's your favorite Spider-Man? That's Tobey Maguire.
He's the best one.
You're crazy.
He's the yo. Listen,
crazy.
Everybody would say Tom Holland is the best one.
But that's the new people.
New people.
He's the best MCU.
Nobody
Spider-Man.
says the middle nigga is better than Tobey Maguire or whatever this nigga's name is.
Andrew Garfield was a fire Spider-Man.
He was the worst one.
No, he wasn't.
Yo, you was a terrible actor.
You just said that Tom Holland was the worst one. Tom Holland.
I'm like, okay. Let me put it in order. The middle nigga, the last nigga, and the first nigga.
The middle nigga, the last nigga, and the first nigga did nothing for me. I'm sorry.
Right.
Hold on. Let me pull him up.
Pull it up. We gotta
pull it up for you so that you can see what we're talking about.
We're gonna put it for y'all because y'all gonna see like I'm right about which one's the best Spider-Man. I'll tell you that.
You're bugging.
And that's another thing too, bro. They should have never switched up the Spider-Man, bro. I like the regular Peter Parker.
So look, this is
okay. Oh yeah, perfect.
Tobey Maguire,
okay.
Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland.
Garfield is the number one worst one.
You think he's the worst one?
He is a trash actor. First of all,
so here's the thing.
He gave me 2 goofy vibes.
I didn't like his Peter Parker. But I liked his Spider-Man.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
But you know why though?
Why?
He was more feminine with it. Nigga, when he went down here, he was, and it looks more cool for Spider-Man.
That's how comic book
So
Spider-Man was.
That's why I agree with you.
See, like to me, fucking Tobey Maguire.
His voice even on the Spider-Man sounded
like
whack.
A bitch.
He sound like a bitch.
He's very like, even his face is like very.
Okay, hold on. This is Tobey Maguire you talking about?
Yeah, look at the way he puckers his lips like that.
Nah, you bugging. That's the best Spider-Man.
Aunt May.
That's the best. Yeah, that's the best.
Ben.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That was the best one.
No.
You know why too?
You're bugging.
He plays the role as a kid. He just looked old.
That's made it even worse. You was a grown man playing a high school kid. At least Andrew Garfield looked like a high school kid. They made him like punk rocker. He kind of had like the emo kid style.
Y'all gonna have to put it in the comment because there's no way. Because you think that he would. Okay, so what's your order? If you had to put in order, first, second, and best.
If I had to put it in order,
yeah,
I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man now.
Who? This one?
Yeah.
So he's number one
to me right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's number 2?
Number 2, Andrew Garfield.
This nigga right here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you rabbit. You got rabies. You foaming out the mouth.
Nah,
if you
son.
think, cause the original, he's the original.
Son. The best. So yes, he's the original. But just because he's the original doesn't make him the best.
No. Just
because you're the first doesn't make you the best.
Okay, look, I put it this way. I felt
Tom Holland looks like a high school kid. He gives he gives what Spider-Man is supposed to be. Spider-Man is supposed to be high school, nerdy, but like
smart and good looking.
His confidence. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Garfield, second, really good. So shit with the first one, I didn't care for the first one too much because the whole like lizard dynamic. But the second one with Jamie Foxx as Electro, he played a better Spider-Man, and it was a dark dark movie. Like fucking nigga, he didn't save the day. Gwen Stacy died at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
He didn't get to save the girl. Nigga, you know how real that shit is?
Yeah.
In the spectrum of like superhero movies, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know, cause I feel like when it goes to acting, you gotta give
Tobey
it.
Maguire
You gotta give
was
it.
the
You gotta.
crybaby. He was like, Uncle Ben. Like even like when
But
they
I
show
felt
him
them
crying,
though. I felt them
yeah,
though.
because you was a kid when the fucking movie
But that's
came
what I'm
out,
saying.
nigga.
I felt them. You was grown looking at him like, they should have never played. I'm looking at him like, damn, I feel bad for him and Uncle Ben. And then when he came back, and then you get these other niggas like, bro, you can't tell me this nigga right here is not a bad actor right here. He's a terrible actor.
You think Andrew Garfield was a terrible actor?
As Peter Parker, yes. He was a terrible
Again,
Peter Parker.
I like his Spider-Man. I like him as Spider-Man.
But
I like the costume. I like how they did the big eyes. So like,
But that's updated.
No, it's
imagine if this nigga would have had
errors
that.
of Spider-Man. There's errors of Spider-Man, right?
Bro.
There's Amazing Spider-Man. There's Spectacular Spider-Man. There's like regular Spider-Man.
Right.
So they like in those comic books. So like for example, the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Right
He fits
now,
more in the comic book.
He's like the Amazing Spider-Man,
Right.
Or regular Spider-Man, whatever.
Right.
Andrew Garfield, his Spider-Man was the Todd McFarlane. I don't know if you know about the artist that drew all these shits, but Todd McFarlane is the artist that did the Amazing Spider-Man. He also designed Spawn. You know what I'm saying? So his Spider-Man was like a lot more edgier. It was a lot darker. It was a lot more contorted, and they did that with his version of Spider-Man. Fucking Seabiscuit over here. What's his name? Fucking Tobey Maguire.
You a hater.
I'm not. Yeah, maybe I am. Yeah, I'm a hater, nigga. You know why I'm a hater? You know I'm a hater because I read these comic books.
That's
so to me.
That's what I was about to get to.
This is like, would you ever see like, and this is where the Harry Potter people go fucking crazy, right?
Right.
Because when you read source material,
right,
and then you see it on screen. You ever? How many times you hear people be like, "Oh, the book was way better than the movie"?
No, all the
you know
time.
why? Because
the Hunger Games, or
Hunger Games, shit like that. You know why? Because in your imagination makes this shit pop so
Way
much
different.
better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you see this shit on screen and it doesn't match your imagination, the letdown is crazy.
I think it got to do with the age too, like you said. Because like for
I
me,
grew up reading comic books, nigga. You see, like I wear this shit like I'm a nerd, nigga. I'm a comic nerd.
I never been a comic book person, right? But I'll tell you this: people my age that when they first started watching Spider-Man, that was the first Spider-Man. Like unless you knew, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like as far as like movies and shit, yes, that was the first Spider-Man. So on a nostalgia level, yes, that was.
That's what I'm saying. So when you look at these niggas, right? Like me, I'm looking for him. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this nigga to be everybody else to be something similar to that.
I guess I like Tom Holland because he reminds me of the comic book Spider-Man where he's witty, he's funny, he's playful, but he's still like he throws down.
And he's been the longest Spider-Man.
Yes.
That means he's done his job better than everybody else.
The trilogy, they're going into the 4th movie. He just signed on for 3 more. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
So
this next one looks retarded.
So I give him that. Now this middle nigga right here, what's his name again?
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield got 1 movie.
2.
He has 2.
He got 2.
Fact check that, you 100%.
I'll put money on it.
Okay, when you say that, then
I'll put money.
He's
on
trash to me, and he look weird. I wouldn't want to look like Spider-Man. I wouldn't want Spider-Man to look like him. He looked like he could have played the nigga from Twilight.
I'm dead.
The vampire. I promise you, this nigga could have played. What's his name?
Yeah, Edwin. We got to do a side by side. That's crazy.
Yo, him and Edwin look exactly alike, bro. Like if they had to make a remake of Twilight, they should use him right now.
I hate you. Twilight was such a trash movie. Oh my god, I hate it.
Oh my god, my girl hear you.
Oh word,
nigga. She has every single disc. Plays it on replay, knows what they're gonna say, repeats it. I could not
get into that. I feel like that was the worst fucking book to theater thing ever. And I didn't even read the books. I just knew people that like knew of the story. But just I remember watching the first one out of sheer curiosity, and the acting was so
terrible,
bad.
They all are
so over the top. It was like that whole scene. With
That's why he fits perfect there.
Playing baseball in a lightning storm. The faces that they make, nigga, the duck facing,
when they go
facing the whole like Like the gayest vampires I ever seen.
Ever seen in my life.
Ever.
All of them.
Ever.
And then the wolves, they take off the shirt and then
Niggas
then they go.
Like
What the hell are you doing?
You don't live in the world you think you do.
strippers.
Yeah. They all got
fucking
no
male
shirts.
strippers,
They just got them walking around and shit, and they turn into dogs and shit.
Diesel ass niggas.
These big ass dogs, nigga, and they just got these niggas here brawling as fuck, just
woof.
oh, you fuck with the vampires, like nigga, what the fuck?
Sound like DMX. Like, actual question: if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
So it's so funny you say that because I was just thinking about that while I was talking. When I was a kid, I used to always say wishing power. It's like
Wishing power.
Yeah,
like
I
wish
that
for
was,
something and it would exist.
Yeah, so I used to try to be slick as
Okay.
that as a power, but obviously you can't pick that, right?
I mean, you probably could.
If that was like
that, it's not an active
power, right?
Like in the spectrum of powers
right?
that I know of. So like, there's the closest thing to it is there's one guy who he can throw up whatever he wants. So he can make things like his body can like form it. This nigga basically is like a 3D printer, nigga. Like he can literally like anything that he thinks of, he can like regurgitate it from his body.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
If I had to pick, it would be that or go back in time.
Time traveling.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's dope.
I've always thought about time because like not even just like for the benefits, but imagine, bro, if you can go back in time when they was rebuilding all this shit.
To see everything, right?
Just like to see how they did, like to be that.
Crazy.
Imagine to be the fly on the wall, nigga, just to see time. Like,
Oh yeah, that would be fire.
bro, it's, nigga, you know everything. Like, bro, it's just. I think that's the coolest shit ever. Like, and to go into it, like people say that you can time travel now, with your mind.
Yeah.
I forgot what's it called.
DMT.
Not only in DMT, but I forgot they call it something where you can like.
Oh, astral projection.
Astral projecting.
Yeah, astral projecting.
And I really believe in astral projecting and shit. And I've even had little dreams and shit like that where it felt that way, but not all the way to the extent of astral projecting. But
I wish I could teleport.
that's what I'm saying. Like in that,
to me, I think like teleporting or flying have always been my tool. Like my tool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I wish if I could do anything, I would either A, want to fly, or B, be able to teleport. I think teleporting more than flying, but I think flying just because the tranquility of like being up in the sky.
that's what I was about to ask you
You know
because
what I'm
most
saying?
people who want to fly have that type of passion, like where they like riding on planes, they like birds, they like the sky life. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah, like think about how peaceful. Just
yeah,
being up in the sky, like yo, nigga, you could fly. You could just sit there. Like, you ever seen
shit on somebody like a bird or something. They gotta go up in the air, nigga, and shit on somebody, nigga. Bloop, una mierda ahí en la cara.
What's that? You ever seen Chronicle?
I gotta know. I gotta see. Like, I'm not good with words,
So
names, and shit.
Chronicle is a movie about 3 high school kids that 2 of them are cousins and one of them is like their homie. They all go to school together, and they were at a party and they got drunk and they went into this cave and they were exposed to like this stone that gave them powers. And they were basically like, it's like a modern day superhero movie.
Okay.
But it's not like a superhero where like it's cheesy and corny, where it's just like a bunch of high school niggas with 3 high school friends. It's like The Craft for fucking guys. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Like they got
Yeah.
like they chilling out with each other. They're fucking around with their powers and shit. And basically like the like one of the 3 of them comes from like an abusive home.
Yeah.
And because he gets these powers and his father was abusing him, it was kind of like what we were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like now all of a sudden this power like made him like it made him evil. And he ended up becoming like the villain of the story, right? Where like, because his father was abusive to him, he ended up bodying his father. Or he tried to body his father, and his cousin saved his father from him killing him. And they had like this whole like crazy epic battle. But what's better than the movie is the way that it's filmed, because it's all shot from like it's almost like documentary style.
Yeah.
Where it's all camera footage.
Damn,
So it's not
I like shit like that. I like shit like that.
So it's not like where like a Marvel movie where there's like cameras and you see that all of the footage is chopped together from like a camera that the main character, the villain
was recording off of, and then like in the end they have like this huge fucking like Dragon Ball Z style fucking like face off where they're flying in the sky, beating each other up and shit. I fought with Dragon Ball Z. That was my shit.
I love Dragon Ball Z.
That's my favorite anime ever.
So now like and all of the footage from the movie is like people that are spectating the shit. So like these niggas are flying. It's in Canada and they're in like the CN Tower, you know.
Yeah.
So like people are like recording these motherfuckers flying in the sky, fighting and
shit.
see like helicopter footage, police dash cam footage, the whole movie. Yo, that's fire. Watch Chronicle.
Nah, I gotta watch it because I'm into shit like
fire.
that. Every battle in Dragon Ball Z when they were fighting and shit in the air. Yeah. Oh my god, like the Cell games.
Cell Saga was my shit. Yo.
That was the best.
What?
There was no
peak Super Saiyan 2 Gohan.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking with the broken shoulder.
And his dad comes and they saw his dad right there and just holding it.
The Vegeta arc with Vegeta hitting Cell. Come on, son. Listen, nothing. Nigga, Dragon Ball? Oh yeah, I'll talk to you about some Dragon Ball, nigga.
Last day I'm gonna tell you, best fusion is Trunks and Gohan.
I don't think I've seen that. Trunks and Gohan? You mean Goten?
Is it Goten? Yeah, it's Goten. Goten.
Yeah, I'm about to
what
say.
the fuck
like,
am I saying?
what?
Gohan? Yeah, at that point, Gohan was already a teenager. I'm going crazy. Yeah, Gotenks.
Gotenks. Yeah.
Like when they fusion and they that little.
So like the shit about Trunks, like baby Trunks and Gotenks, is that they will be the strongest. Mm-hmm. The strongest Saiyans.
Yeah, because I mean they got Vegeta and Goku. They got the bloodline of the best ever.
Aside from that, think about like the fact that they hit Super Saiyan level younger
than all of them. Yeah,
Goku, Vegeta.
They were already grown. Yeah,
bro. Like the way that they were able to manipulate and control and understand fusion.
Trunks is the best character.
Future Trunks saga is crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you.
Trunks is my favorite character.
We could do a whole episode just talk about DBZ, bro.
Yeah, we got to. I wish they would drop another shit because like the newer shit.
You saw Diama?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No.
It was alright. It got better towards the end. I thought the whole thing about them shrinking them and making them kids was kind of corny.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That like to me, the Tournament of Power was way better.
No, of course.
Tournament of Power.
After like when they get to like the GT, that's why I didn't like it.
I never really tapped in with GT, but I like that they took some of the GT manga like and made it canon with Diama.
Yeah.
So like Super Saiyan 5, like that's from GT.
Yeah, you see that in them.
Yeah, so they made it.
I don't like that. But yeah, I think Trunks is the best like overall character for me. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like that he has that attitude. I like he's funny. I feel like he's brave as shit. And I feel like most of the shit, like the cool moments, Trunks is there. Yeah,
Trunks, I think I enjoyed Dragon Ball Z more in that time frame when Trunks was introduced.
Then in the beginning, right?
Yeah, because Dragon Ball I never really got into, but when it got like to Dragon Ball Z where like Goku was like an adult and then like Raditz came and the whole shit with him and Piccolo, like even that to me was kind of mid. When they introduced Frieza,
that's when it got fucking fire. Yeah, because you could tell the anime jump skyrocket from like the way it looked.
Yeah.
Right? Because even when you talking about Raditz when he came, and obviously like you look at Goku, like the anime on Goku looked weak. Like at that point, obviously he didn't know how to fight as much. He was just fighting himself out and shit.
Yeah,
I think when Vegeta came is for me.
Well, Vegeta came at the same time with Raditz. I think.
No, he came a little. Yeah, because after because when he lost to
Because first it was what was it? It was the Vegeta saga. It was the Piccolo saga, the King Piccolo saga.
Yeah.
I think Raditz was like with the whole Tree of Life shit.
Yeah, that was right before, and then I think once he got defeated,
so the Vegeta saga came after.
Yeah,
Raditz.
that's what I'm saying because Vegeta came.
Yeah, you're right. It was Raditz, then it was Vegeta.
Because he came with the bald headed nigga. I forgot what's his name.
Nappa.
Facts. Nappa. So he came with Nappa afterwards.
Yeah, that was after.
And then obviously, you know, Vegeta.
Vegeta's my favorite character in the whole series.
He used to be my favorite. the problem with that is that if I try to choose Vegeta over Trunks, I can't.
See, the thing for me is that Trunks,
Nigga, he's so cool, bro.
He's cool, but here's the thing: Trunks has been, his story arc has been like plateau the whole time. Like Trunks has just always been cool because he came from the future.
But that's what I feel like it does it too. Because like he already came out cool. From the jump when they seen him, they already seen him where like
like they knew the storyline. He came in with this like, oh, Gohan taught me everything I know. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So that in itself made his shit dope. The reason why Vegeta is my favorite character is because his story arc had so much depth and change. Like he was the bad guy the whole time. And then it wasn't until
Bulma.
Well, it was the Buu saga. Remember?
Oh yeah, well, after he fought Buu, he was trying to help everybody and start saving the world and shit.
Because his shit was like he just wanted to fair one with Goku.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
he's like, after this,
he finally caught that. But then it was like after he put Goku down, but because he had the Majin power, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then he sacrificed himself because he was like, yo,
I'm not gonna win this way.
Yeah, he knew that in order for him to redeem himself,
he had to have that power.
He had to do something bigger than just beat Goku.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he sacrificed himself. They brought him back, and then when they brought him back, to see his story arc change, where like now he's at or stronger than Goku. You know what I'm saying?
100%, yeah.
Like, but his whole persona changed. He went from being the bad guy, you know what I'm saying, to like that, like fuck everything. He wanted to destroy the planet, to like now he's like one of the defenders of Earth.
Yeah, which is fire. Yeah,
and he's badass at the same time.
Yeah, like he still has the same persona, but he's still like he got a little soft spot to him now. Yeah,
because of Bulma, because of the baby, you know what I'm saying, because of Trunks.
You seen that episode when I forgot the gods came in and they smacked the shit out of him?
That was
Beatrice.
Beerus. Yeah, when Beerus backhanded fucking
Bulma and shit. He's like, my what? Yeah.
Bro, like, yo, listen. That Vegeta.
I smile every time I see that Vegeta.
Bro, listen.
The coolest
Saiyan
one.
Pride, you know what I'm saying? Fucking destroy. So like,
but Trunks is like that too.
Trunks is like, again,
you anti-Trunk.
I'm not anti-Trunks.
He don't like the son, but he like the father.
Yeah, listen, make Trunks great again.
Make Trunks great again.
Trunks great again.
Hey, that's another shit
right
there.
You know why though? Because here's the thing. Like future Trunks, I like. I don't like kid Trunks. I like the story of future Trunks. I like future Trunks, long hair, you know what I'm saying, with the sword. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Cell Saga.
But he's a kid though.
No, I'm talking about Cell Saga Trunks.
I know, but I'm saying you say you don't like when he was a kid.
I don't like it like the new ones where he's a little kid. Because remember, future Trunks.
So when what's his name? Beerus.
Yeah,
that's his name. Lord Beerus.
Yeah, Lord Beerus.
When Lord Beerus comes in, he's a kid.
He's a kid, yeah. That Trunks I don't care for. No.
None of the fusion when he's working with Piccolo, Hammer, and Gotenks. None of that.
Listen, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. But like, it doesn't have the edge that Future Trunks has. Future Trunks has seen shit, nigga.
No,
Future
I
Trunks
definitely.
Future Trunks saw like his sensei Goku get killed by the androids. He has a better story
android
arc.
Stories.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit was crazy.
He has a better story arc. Future Trunks tops Kid Trunks. Kid Trunks
100%.
Kid Trunks is cool only because here's why. Because Kid Trunks, his timeline growth is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but look at Gohan's. It's the opposite. Gohan, he became whack when he was a teenager. I didn't like him at all when he
Gohan did become, but because his mom wanted him to go to school.
Yeah, but that was always no. But hold on. That's always been the case.
Because
from the jump, he always talked. They always talked about that from the jump.
Yeah, but
they just fucked up his character.
Here's the thing. Gohan was supposed to be the next main character of Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
After
the Cell Saga,
he should have been.
But people just didn't see Gohan in that light. We saw it. But
they should have had him turn into like a Vegeta, but more like
they should have. But what ended up happening was then the Buu Saga came, and then even in the Buu Saga, when you look at it, he was fucking killing shit. When he
yeah, but then he started putting the fucking cape on and the
earrings and all this shit. Yeah, but that was the shit with the Supreme Kais and all of that. Long story.
No, but
short,
that point, that Supreme Kai, I was actually fucking with. I'm talking about afterwards when he met with the
Oh, you
girl.
talking about the in high school with the Saiyan Man shit?
Just saying, man,
the
that
Saiyan
shit was
Man
gay.
That was corny.
That shit was gay.
Yeah, that was corny.
That shit made me uncomfortable every time I used to watch him. Saiyan Man.
Saiyan Man.
And like they're having real serious fight, and this nigga with the Saiyan Man.
But because he was trying to protect his identity because he wanted to be a regular high school kid.
Yeah, he wanted to do both things.
Yeah, but he still wanted to protect, and his way to do that was by putting the helmet on, putting the costume on.
They could have did that shit.
It was corny. Don't get me wrong, but I think that shit didn't test well, and that's why they brought Goku back in because nobody took that whole Saiyan Man Gohan shit serious at all. That shit was whack.
His character went down after that.
It did.
Like nobody was Team Gohan, bro. Like, and it was such a switch.
Well, that's why Dragon Ball Superhero was all about Gohan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where like they showed that Gohan had like a bunch of raw untapped energy. Like that whole movie was basically showing you that even though Gohan hadn't trained in years, nigga, his raw power
is all in there,
still popping.
Yeah.
So when people saw beast form Gohan, that was like when we first saw Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. You know what I'm saying?
Side note, you know who's fire too?
Who?
Broly.
Oh yeah.
Broly's
crazy. Broly. So did you see
his story?
You saw you talking about the new Broly?
No, I'm talking about the original Broly. The skinny
story
bro
was so fire,
bro. What?
So fire. The way that he killed his father, like
bro.
Yo, they wowed out with the rewrite on Broly's storyline. Because I'm not gonna lie.
We about to be here for hours, son.
Broly's first storyline was so
crazy,
well written.
Yeah.
The fact that like his father was trying to control him and then he ended up turning on his father.
Versus
how they did it now where like Frieza killed his father. I was like, yo, that was trash.
They
bro.
fucked that shit up. And like the whole shit, like I don't like the remake of that shit. That shit, they fucked up his show shit. But I like his storyline.
Yeah, Broly was dope. I hope that they bring Cooler in. Cooler is Frieza's brother.
Oh yeah.
I want them to bring him in and make him like canon to the storyline because I think that shit is gonna be dope.
Talking about Frieza, the Frieza transformations,
The Frieza Black,
all that shit. Gold Frieza,
yeah, Gold Frieza was cool. I think like
the gold, he was a little corny.
The gold was like it was almost like he went Super Saiyan. Like why is Frieza gold now?
That's I meant more the transformation of like from like
first form, from tiny.
Yeah, from the tiny to going all the way.
I hated Frieza's first forms.
Yeah, I didn't like. He was corny in that voice they put on him.
His voice.
But when he got
the same.
no, but I'm talking when he got Brawlic and he had the long face.
The long face, I hated too.
The long face, I didn't like. I liked it. The final form.
Final form Frieza was always the best.
It's the coolest one. Yeah, you feel me?
Final form Frieza was always the best.
I didn't like when they brought him back again.
So
for the gold Frieza shit, I didn't like that.
So
shit. Or like the robot
Frieza,
about
Resurrection.
Yeah,
yeah,
and his father too.
Yeah, his father was crazy. See, so like his father was his second form.
Yeah.
So
fact.
he got big. He had the horns. He looked like
yeah.
So I think I read something where they were saying that originally for the Tournament of Power they wanted to bring Cell back, right, instead of Frieza, but the reason why they used Frieza was because he had more of a hatred for the Saiyans and it made it more of an unlikely team up. And that's why when you watch the last episode of the Tournament of Power, it was crazy that Goku and Frieza were fighting together to beat Jiren.
That was crazy too.
That was insane.
You know what was crazy too? When Frieza killed Krillin.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna hold you. I'm anti-Krillin, bro.
Really?
I am.
I wouldn't say I like him.
Krillin is corny to me. The only thing cornier than Krillin is Yamcha.
Yamcha's the worst.
Yamcha's
I can't stand his ass. I can't stand his ass. He's so corny.
Yamcha looks like a diet Goku.
Yeah. Like you could tell that he was a fake off of Goku.
He's pre-diabetic Goku.
Yeah, some shit wrong with his ass. Nah, what was it I was gonna say?
That's why Vegeta took his bitch.
In fact, and that was another thing too. He was always on Bulma, always on her. Yeah. Krillin, I feel like he was supposed to be corny though, like corny and scary.
Krillin always gave me like sidekick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's what he was though.
He was, but he was that true sidekick. It was corny. Like that's why I never took him serious.
He never got power. So I look at it as right. Him and Goku were trained together, right? They grew up together. Mm-hmm. Goku ended up having powers. Mm-hmm. You don't. in
He does.
some.
He got the special beam. I mean, not
disc?
the discus. He got the flare.
I don't.
The
The
blind
flare. Yeah,
shit.
I don't think. I mean, those are powers. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think like he's never been viewed as like.
No, but because he's human, he's not a Saiyan. That's the difference.
That is the difference.
Goku, he gets his powers from being a Saiyan.
Yamcha's not a Saiyan.
No, Yamcha's human too.
Right. So a lot of those niggas
And
like
Tien.
and Tien,
Tien's-
but Tien has that eye
He got
shit
the
too.
third eye,
Yeah, the
yeah.
third eye shit.
Yeah, he woke.
Yeah, he woke. I fought with Tien. I ain't gonna lie, Tien, him and that little robot threw me off a little bit. What's
Is
the
that
robot
what it
name?
is? A robot? 1010?
1010, some shit like that.
Yeah.
I think he's a robot. Isn't he like a little robot boy?
I didn't know what it was.
Because he like when he blew up, when they blew him up, you could tell like, he was robot pieces and shit.
Oh, I don't even remember him blowing up. What
Yeah,
was
when
that?
they blew him. Well, not him. He blew himself up to save Tien
Okay.
in an episode.
Yeah, man, nigga, I could talk about Dragon Ball Z all day, son. I ain't gonna hold you.
Y'all know the vibes. Episode 4. It's
Episode
Noni in
4,
here,
One Got Beats.
and we out.
You're now